So this is my first time actually trying to record a video ever since my phone fell in some water. So that's fun. I ended up rewatching some of the old One Piece movies. These did not age well whatsoever. The ones that I watched was The Clockwork Tower, and there was another one, not forgetting the name of. I'm actually gonna put it on screen this time because I made a new rule. I'm not releasing any new videos unless they're completely finished with the editing process. It had something to do with some type of race though. That's what I do now. That being said, these movies sucked. Movie with the race, still forgetting the name. I'm gonna forget the name for all of these characters too, but I'm gonna at least give y'all a quick little TLDL breakdown right quick. It was a lead, the Straw Hats pull up to them random island, and I guess they had to, or not they had to, they got invited to participate in this type of race, and whoever wins the race basically win a bunch of money, which I think at the time of the series the movie was made in was like most of the crew's bounty combined. So it was kind of a big deal. I think it was after Alabasta, because I think Robin was in the crew this time. Yeah, so I think it was right after Alabasta is when this movie was made. That I want to focus on in this movie is questionable writing that both of these movies had. So the first one, it wasn't really anything crazy. It was kind of crazy. The writing just felt a little inconsistent. Each One Piece movie, they follow a new background of characters that usually is going to be covered in some type of shape or form or affects the plot of the specific movie. They kind of steal the formula from pre-time skip One Piece where the Straw Hats arrive on an island. They help out somebody random, and then they happen to just align with some of the goals that they're already trying to go for anyway. That's kind of what a lot of these movies go after. In this case, this man, Luffy, ends up encountering some other like pirate hunter-esque pirate nigga. I don't know what he is. I don't know if he's a bounty hunter. I don't know if he's a pirate. I might need to rewatch him. I might need to rewatch him because I don't remember what his role was before he ended up getting involved with the Straw Hats or whatnot. Now, essentially, this man is trying to take down this big bad pirate who's hosting the race in the first place. Apparently they do this every few years, so those Straw Hats were lucky to come across this shit. That man, I forgot his name, he was some pink-haired guy with a pretty decent outfit on. Then he put on his weird-ass top hat, and that shit looked ugly as fuck. His outfit was decent until he put that fucking hat on. But no, essentially, they go through this entire fucking plot in this entire race, and they realize they're given a wrong fucking eternal pose. So they're like, oh damn, now we gotta go get our get back, essentially. But conveniently at the same time, there's this little runt ass nigga who apparently wants to get revenge, or not even revenge, he just wants to prove himself to that big bad pirate that we were talking about beforehand, who basically like, he just wants to go help his grandpa out because his grandpa is on the ship of that big bad pirate. Once again, I'm forgetting these niggas' names because they're forgettable characters. And that man basically was like, yeah, just kill a random pirate, bring it back to me, or give me proof that you killed a pirate, and I'll give you money to save this nigga, basically. So like, that's what they're doing. And at first it was going good until bro who hopped on the wrong ship, which was the pirates, or the Straw Hat Pirates. So they don't really take bro seriously. They rough him up a little bit, but then throw him into the corner. It's like, hey man, think about what you've done. Your life is worth living for, even without your grandpa, because apparently he was suicidal, which is understandable. That's both ends. Both ends make sense. You would have to watch the movie to get the full context of the conversation. But here's where things start to get crazy, right? In a flashback of that taller, pink-haired nigga that I was talking about, the big bad pirate apparently burnt down his city with him and his sister, and to his knowledge, his sister is dead, right? But remember that old man I was talking to you about beforehand? Yeah, that old man ended up apparently scooping up his sister and saving her because bro thought she was about to die. He didn't see the nigga that I'm talking about beforehand. He didn't see that character at all. So he's just like, bro, I gotta take this girl in. So fast forward a little bit, because remember that it's gonna come important later. For whatever reason, Luffy gets back on the ship with the big bad pirate, who has this like candy fruit. I think it's candy, some type of, or it's like some type of like liquid sugar or something like that. This nigga Luffy is fighting him and whatnot. It actually is a pretty entertaining fight. But here's where things start to get bad. This nigga was mischaracterized. The people who wrote the fucking One Piece movies mischaracterized the Straw Hats so funny, like drastically. They turned this nigga Luffy into a cold-blooded killer. This nigga basically grabs some like wooden spear and like impales the nigga. Mind you, Luffy at this point in the series have never done anything crazy like that, and I don't think he ever does. If I remember correctly, this nigga Luffy is not a cold-blooded killer, so I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what the fuck the people who write in this movie are doing. It's a little confusing, if I'm being honest with you. Like, this nigga Luffy is like, oh yeah, he just keeps doing shit like that. He becomes this like this bloodlusted, battle-hungry nigga. Like, yeah, he likes a good fight, but he's not trying to murder niggas. He's on the brink of winning. But then we cut back down to the ship, right? Now, that old man sent the little runt out. Well, he didn't send the little runt out. He reunited with the runt when the Straw Hats arrived and told the runt to go back over to the ship, to them, so they can get safety, so he can take care of some things on the big bad ship. He's gonna blow it up. To be a recurring theme in a lot of these One Piece movies is that for whatever reason, they just like going kamikaze quite a lot. Blows up the ship with bro in it. But before he does that, remember that tall dude, pink-haired dude with the hat that I was talking about? Yeah, he gets revealed that the little runt that they were saving this entire time was the fucking sister that they saved back in the fucking day in the flashback. Like, here's where things get a little weird, right? How old were y'all in the fucking flashback? Because if I'm gonna try to show some models of these characters, gang, his sister didn't grow not one bit, but this nigga looks like a full-grown adult. And based off of the math that me and a friend did, they had to have been like, I think like 17 and 11 during this time. But there's no way, or at least during the time of the movie. So during that flashback, like, bro, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. And on top of that, what you call it? I would say the way they figure out that bro is a girl apparently is by Chopper. And here's another thing. Chopper somehow, for whatever reason, has this crazy sense of smell. This nigga tells him, oh yeah, how were you able to find the ship of the big bad pirate that I was trying to find? Oh yeah, I can smell it.
This nigga serious?
This nigga is actually insane. So like, I don't know. I don't even know if I even had a point for this video. It was just more talking about this really weird cesspool of that we call a One Piece movie. And like, when I'm watching these movies, it's more funny to look at more than anything else. I'm not even mad at some of the choices they make. It's just funny because it's just like, bro, this is so like off the wall. Like, none of these characters act like this. Chopper has never had a good sense of smell that can lead niggas to whole fucking ships and shit. He's never had that. Like the video, be sure to like and subscribe. By the time of recording this video, it's like end of April. So with finals coming up, I'm probably not even gonna get this out until like second week of May, most likely. With that being said, be sure to follow my Twitch, Mr. Two Drinks. I'll be linking that in the description. For anybody who like watches my old shit, there's like so many old videos that I reposted just in case niggas even like cared about that shit. So I'm just putting that in there. I'm not putting it in the description, but you can find that on the playlist section on my channel for people who do like watching my older videos. I try to put the highlights of some of my vlogs. I'm still working on it as of recording, but by the time this video goes up, it should be all there. But all my commentary, I'm trying to put all my streams there from Twitch and from YouTube in one playlist too, but that's a bit harder to do. But no, that's basically about it. I gotta start getting ready for work, so I'm gonna have to cut this a little short, but I'm glad that I can actually record videos on my phone again. So, if you guys have watched any of the One Piece movies, please be sure to comment down below which ones you actually liked, because I'm watching some of these for the first time, and my God, like, these did not age well whatsoever. So I'm just like, yeah, I'm just curious what y'all got to say. But that being said, y'all have a good one.